Good morning, traders. Vindy here with FuturestraderElite. Hope everyone's doing well this morning. Getting them charts marked up and trade plans put together, hopefully. Need to get a few things set up here on my end. Completely prepared here. All right, let me see here. Let's look at a couple things here on this chart. So, of course, market bias is going to be bearish so far, starting the day out. Question is, though, on the current 4-hour candle that we're working on, the high is up here where this box is. Pre-market high, 15-minute 50. Actually, it's a little higher than that, I think. About 376. So it's a little bit higher, but, in order for them to clean up what we're looking at the open of the market, if they aren't going to drop it, they need to drive it straight back in to the top of that 4-hour candle in the first 30 minutes is what they need to do. Will they do it? I don't know. Things are looking so bearish that it might be just one of them days, short the pops, maybe scalp the drops long if we don't get many decent drops. There's been some nice little push legs here, in these drops that are decent, but just depends on if it's worth risking. If you want to scalp, I'm going to try I want to try to stay away from scalping myself, but let's end the week on a positive note and not ruin momentum throughout the week by forcing anything that don't need to be taken. All the high time frames are in pretty rough shape. 15-minute. Now, something that I find interesting is on the 4-hour chart is that, well, I'll tell you why my bias is I think this could go either way today. Just depends on what they want to do. Let me grab my 4-hour chart off NinjaTrader and bring it up on the screen. All right, so here we got the 4-hour chart, and this was just the other day on the 12th. If y'all remember this week, we had that huge pullback during the day because I remember a lot of us caught this long here. We come down, tapped into like 28.8 or 28.740 something, and we brought the market almost break even by the end of the day, and then overnight it went up. We have literally went up over 1,000 points since this pullback on the 12th. Now look at what they got going on with this pullback. Probably scaring a lot of people, but what if they drop it on down into this 4-hour zone, this one right here on this trend line? That'll bring it down to between 29,050 and say 60, 70 something, 20-point range here, and bounce off its trend line. And then this chart still looks good on the 4-hour, even if they pull it on back some more. Another 150, about 150 points from where price is now. If they pull it back to that area at the open, I'm going to be eyeballing that. They keep it above 29K, then it still looks good. It looks like a bad leg, so it's going to make the intraday bearish so far. But if they bounce this, they could flip the bias back bullish on the day. So we'll just have to wait and see. So at the open of the market, I'm looking for them to either pull it back another 150 points or better, or I need to see them drive it, from where price is now 150 or 60 points back to the upside. to clean everything up. And it looks like they're trying to move it on up now. About 375 is the top of that 4-hour candle, so it's a nice little push here. Good morning, Remod. Don't forget to smash that like before we get started if you're already on. We passed the 800 milestone in subs on YouTube yesterday. So the road to 1,000 is getting closer and closer. You know, I appreciate all the support, everybody who's showing up and enjoying the streams and hanging out and sharing and chatting and keeping things alive. Can only get better as long as we can keep growing. Good morning, Silent. So another thing to factor in, the market's going to open here in about 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes. So momentum is exhausted on the lower time frames, which could cause them to go on and jerk this back to the downside at the open, possibly. But the higher time frame stuff, like the 15, the 30, the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour, the 4 hour still has some room to the downside. But between the 15-minute and the 2 hour, all those are ready. Like they have room to go up already, or they have room as well to draw down some more if they need to do that. Morning, Special K. So, you know, we need to sit on our hands really, because it could get wild at the open. It being Friday, usually it's a bloodbath day sometimes, especially after you look at the trajectory of the chart overnight. It could be a disaster. Morning, Melinda. No reason to get overly excited. If your heart's starting to race because the bell's about to ring and the market's going to open up, then probably need to step back anyway and give it about 15 minutes and calm down. You don't want to go into the open of the market on a Friday emotional. If you've had a green week and you're up on the week, no reason to chase into Friday and ruin the week. The more they drive this here in the first couple minutes, it makes me wonder if they're going to try to snatch it back down. So we have about a minute and a half or something before the market opens. And seeing how as they're closing the gap on this candle, they only need to go up about 100 more points to run out the top side of the 4-hour candle. But that could be a fake out, so I'll probably sit out and wait until they calm down a little bit. Me, I'm not going to trust it. Nope. Although, man, this 15-minute candle closes at market open. And if they can close it, you know, over 290 at the open, that might be a push to the upside, even though the momentum's extended. It's a possibility because it's a strong 15-minute candle. Over 100 something points in that 15-minute candle if they close up here. How about 10 seconds? Excuse me. They closed right in that area on the 15-minute. There's a whole lot of range between the pre-market low, the pre-market high, overnight high, overnight low. I mean, a huge range. We're down a lot. So ATR's at 35. Looking like a good time for me to just hold out here. You know, the lower time frames need to pull back. Some of the higher time frames have room to move to the upside. So I'll probably wait for the first 15-minute candle to close and per se say that we're above 380 on when that 15-minute candle closes. I'll be looking for long plays above 380. Downside action here. I don't really know if they can pull it back to what I was talking about on the higher time frame. You know, we'd be looking at something down here around 29,056 to 66 here. That's where the 4-hour trend line is, and you can see that the 50 EMA is right here just below it. So if you have to trade, just be careful. Size down. Don't get caught up in something on the wrong side. It's still a little early. Have plenty of time left on the day, so it's a nice pushback on that candle in the 1 minute. You know, and you can see at the open, it tapped this trend line. This trend line's pulled off of the high overnight, so it's been a nasty trajectory to the downside. Some decent pops along the way, but staying below it. So patience is key here. Morning, Micro. Melinda said she caught the run a few trades before the open. Wish you bought the funded yesterday. Did you pass that eval with Apex? Is that the one you're talking about? Could have activated it? Nice. Congratulations. Told you we'd congratulate you again. That's awesome, Melinda. Exciting. Like to see this make it to some kind of more meaningful level, whether it be to the upside or to the downside. That's the name of the game sometimes, Silent. Uh, I don't know what, it just depends on what prop firm you're with. Consistency ain't the same with every prop firm. And then some have no consistency in eval and inconsistency in funded. And I've seen consistency in funded accounts run anywhere from 20% consistency all the way up to 50, and then well, from 0 to 50 really, because some have no consistency in funded. Oh, I didn't even see that question. What does consistency percentage have to do with the amount you make? Well, because if you make too much, you got to stay within your consistency. Like if you have consistency on a funded, you can't take a payout unless you meet the consistency rule. So say you make $5,000 on a lucky trade today, and normally you only make 300 to 500 bucks. Well, then you're gonna have to trade the account for quite a bit longer in order to get your consistency down to where it needs to be. No single trading day. That means no single trading day can be 40% of whatever he's put or they put in it. Melinda, if your consistency was supposed to be 50% and you was at 48, you would have been fine. You can be under it. But if it was at 55%, you would have had to get it down to 50%. Anything, whatever consistency you're supposed to be at, no matter what it is, if you're below that number, you're good. If you're above that number, you're in bad shape. Not necessarily bad shape, but yeah, that's how it rolls. If Apex is at 50%, they're just saying that, you know, no single day can go over 50% of the total profits that you have in your account. So if you have, 48%, you're good. But if you had 51%, you'd have to get it down to 50. And they're particular about it. Most of them. Hmm. Nasty price action this morning. I guess I should have listened to myself and waited till the first 15 minutes was put in, right? But I'm trying to look at something else. Some things I got marked on another chart. So they didn't get the, not looking real strong here at the open at all. Not at all. They was starting to make it look good, but they should have followed through on that bullish green candle there. They should have followed through. That is, looks like the orb is locked in, it looks like. See if they can keep it above. They keep holding down in this level pretty hard. Unless they give us a death candle to the downside. Like maybe this. They're gonna run it back here. Beautiful. Push. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow, what a beautiful run. Keep pushing. Come on, let's go. Beautiful. Wow, did anybody catch that long? Nice. Um, Waiting, silent, waiting for the retest since I didn't have the time to enter. Melinda's Ninja Trader froze. Chattahoochee Chief. Run it up, Bulls. Run it up. Yes, run it up. Morning, Chief. Ooh, Special K caught the long. What was your entry price, Special K? Are you still in it? You probably are. All right, now we just have to sit out here. Morning, Ohad. Sit on the sidelines here for a minute. Well, I was getting chopped out there. I was trying some different things. I said I'd wait for the first 15 minutes, but then I wanted to try some stuff with the 5-minute candle, first candle that I was watching just to see, mess with it. Kind of like a orb on the 5 instead of the 15 or the 30 or 1. And so far, the 5-minute don't mean anything like I always thought, but we'll see. I'll rotate out of accounts here. See what we got next. Wow, you got in at 100. You got the bottom. Appreciate that, Ohad. Yep. We'll get to 25 likes. I'll give away a copy of the Trader Mindset book. And for every 5 subs we land while on stream, I'll do a copy of the Futures Trader Blueprint book. All right, let's see. Momentum coming in the drop. Good job, Special K. Let me go have a look here at the 15-minute chart. If we can get over 380 or so on the 15-minute chart, I know it's a long ways away, but that's kind of what we need for things to start looking actually better. Otherwise, it can kind of reject a whole lot of places. We got the orb high, it could reject here. We got the S2 pivot, it could reject there. The 15-minute 50 and the pre-market high are together at 355 or so. It can reject there. So basically, we need to get to this yellow line, this first yellow line up here on a nice 15-minute candle. You know, this one's about to close in 5 minutes. It could be, might take a little bit. You know, they're going to have to build it out. I'm going to be looking for first reaction short up here at the orb high or the S2 pivot on the exhaustion or momentum. Yeah, we've all been there. Go ahead. I mean, It's part of it, you know. But I mean, if you stay patient, vigilant, and just execute with some precision, you know, wait for a particular, whatever your favorite strategy or setup is, you know, wait for that perfect moment. I don't see a problem with either. I've traded both. It just depends on what you like. With Apex, you pay less up front for the eval, but then you got to activate it on the back end. And then of course with the ones that cost more up front usually don't have no activation fee, but they have higher reset fees. I wasn't even paying attention. They kind of wicked up there and tagged that, didn't they? Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. You can do it. Come on, go. Push. Push. Beautiful first reaction short out of that orb retest. Nice. Love it. Love it. Come on, how low can you go? Nah, let's not be greedy. I'll go to the orb low. Lock it in. Lock it in. Push. Push. Oh, you stopped me out all day yesterday. Go on down there and get my buy limit. Push. Eat it. Eat it. Come on, push. I'll close it there manually. That's fine. Nice. Maybe I'll rotate it. Time to rotate. ATR is around 42, so be careful. Be careful. Morning, Harris. We'll see what they're going to do here. They're going to bounce this out of the pre-market area. They're going to take us low out here and drag us on down some more. If they do take the low out, they should get first reaction bounce out of the 50 EMA on the 4-hour. So we will see. That is if they take the low out. They may try to bounce it. Then they'll be putting in a higher low. You know what I mean? So, which is fine. ATR is around 35, 36. No matter what, we don't really want to see them break below 29,000. If they keep pushing it down, we really need to hold 29K. I mean, it won't be the end of the world if we don't, but it would look better if we did. I think it'll take the upper highs, huh? Are you talking about as far as me being a little more aggressive today? I'm rotating counts individually and just going through some evals right now. Some that I want to try to get close to passing possibly. That's why I'm sizing up a little bit. And because I'm not using the copy trader right now. I'm only risking one account at a time. So, you know, if it calms down, the ATR comes down a little bit, I'll probably start copying again. I got around 30 accounts I've had. 29, 30 maybe. I was 32. Special K is done for the day. Like Trader Merlin has posted in the P&L today over 500 bucks. And good job, Merlin. And Special K posted in there almost over 650. Good job, Special K. Yep, time to sell a car. Wow, how much payouts in dollars you think you can get from the prop accounts? I don't know. I don't really focus on it, you know. I try not to focus on the money portion of it because that's when people start chasing things around and trying to force things. I just try to take clean trades, stack base hits most of the time, and stay consistent. And when the payouts roll around, I consider them home runs, and not focus on no benchmark target as far as that goes, how many and everything like that. I think people need to focus more on the process than the dollar. Yep. Yep. Thanks, Special K. All right, Silent. We will be here. Focus on the process. Price action pretty nasty, chopping around. You know, we're gonna have to either get some more downside, or we need to get to the upside. You know, we need to get somewhere to the upside to where they might look like they're gonna push this to the upside for the rest of the day. Although it's like Silent had mentioned earlier, the yields are up, and which is bad for stocks, which can be bad, you know, for the Nasdaq, depending on, you know, how mainly the tech stocks do. So hope everybody's had a pretty good week so far. If you've been taking any trades this morning, I hope you're green so far. Staying safe. The ATRs were in 28, 27. Come on, let's go push. Come on, push. Push. Oh, push. You can do it. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Beautiful. Melinda, I'm good on as far as Ninja Traders going so far today. Oh, Had might need to refresh the page or something because the likes is up to about 9. Appreciate you though asking for those likes. Yeah, you know, the more likes we get, the further we can push out on YouTube, which helps the whole community grow. And then we can do the mindset book giveaway at 25 likes. Come on, let's go. Push. Push, 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 push. You can do it. Push. 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 Beautiful. You can push. Push it. Too bullish. Push. Nice. Beautiful. Nice. Might get a rejection up here. I'm gonna hold my stops tight because it could reject out that S2 pivot there. Nice. Nice one. Time to rotate. So I'm gonna be careful up here in this area. You can see we kind of got a triple top on the intraday here. Now, if they can no, I've gotten some days are a little different OHAD than others, but getting it within, you know, anything under 10 seconds is pretty good. And then it really ain't up to me. You know, I got the best settings that I can have, and then it's on them. I'm showing that we're within like 6, 7, 8 seconds though, which is pretty good. Hey, what's going on, Rich? Hey, what's going on, T? At conference today? So we get a break in of 291 here. Is that the orb high? Yeah. So we maybe get a retest of that. It might be worth a shot. Wasn't much of a breakthrough and retest, but I'm gonna test it anyway. We are exhausted on the momentum on the 1 minute. And getting close on the 2 minutes, so I probably ought to just not try to expect much out of this. You know, maybe we pop up here to the 15-minute 50. Somewhere maybe I can put a stop here just to protect myself. Or you can do that, I guess. I want to push it some more. I'll take it. That was a little risky too risky of a trade for me anyway. You know, initially you want to see a decent break, the orb high, and then a retest. You know, maybe if it would have went up here to the pre-market high and worked its way down and retested over here, gave the momentum a chance to bleed off some. I'll just sit on the sidelines for now. Come on, let's go. You know, it might look I'm gonna try to first reaction short if they can get up there to that 15-minute 50 area. Well, I hope we're still live here. I think I lost, had a brief disconnection from the stream there. I was just looking at a minute ago. I was checking something out on the higher time frame. You know, I was talking about on the 15-minute we needed to get above 380 or something like that, and it's looking pretty good. Probably need to close this trade out. Give it a second, see if they're going to allow me to get some green here first. Push. Give me the rejection. I said, I don't think so. The 15-minute candle's got like 10 minutes to close. It could very well close up here around 380. So I flip long on the trade, and then I'll add to it on pullback. Because if they can close that 15-minute candle above 380, then it's going to be looking pretty good maybe for the long side. I had to size down because I don't want to hold that many and be on the wrong side of this. So nice little base hit. I'm gonna close out of this. Only not very green, but this is a little risky. We're extended, and they're fighting. And 15-minute candle says like 8 minutes close. So when you take all them factors into account, you know, momentum's extended. You need higher time frame confirmation. They're struggling up in this area as it is. You know, if they close back below the pre-market high, or the 15-minute 50, I'm going to go short again. Man, so close. Wow, look at that. He's like in your face. Something about that 380 area it's not liking. It's a previous all-time high, which then we mark those because they become magnets and support and resistance. Almost sort of like how we use our pivots. Although if they keep tapping that ceiling, they'll eventually break through. Long flagpole, bull flag with some ugly wicks though, so there's some people here saying that they don't want to go any higher. So ATR is around 23, 24. Push. Push. I'll take that there for now, I guess. Did you miss your trade setup, Silent? If you're liking the streams and they're helping out with the discipline and the mindset and or strategy, uh, don't forget to smash that like button. We get to 25 likes. We'll give out a copy of the Trader Mindset book. 25 likes. If we get to 35 likes, I'll do a second copy. All you have to do is be in chat in order to win. About a little over 2.5 minutes before the 15-minute candle closes, and that push down made it look pretty bad on the 15-minute chart. So you might expect some more downside possibly, depending on how they finish the next 2 minutes out. ATR is at about 28 or close to it. So now though, you just no telling. Morningstar 49 out of Discord posted a P&L, about 370 locked in, done for the week. Great job, Morningstar, if you're on here. Who's green today? Has anybody been taking many trades yet? Well, let's go. What are we gonna do? You know, pull back into this trend line would get the momentum drained off pretty good. Sweep the 50 on the 5-minute there. Tag the trend line for a bounce, but they might have a different plan right here. Maybe they want to go and take it up. T's looking at 254. Let's look at 254 area. It's just above the 50 on the 5-minute and just below the 50 on the 1-minute. It's kind of like a break structure retest on this, or on a continuation move there. It looks like you might get it, T. Looks like you might get it. Hold on, I need to take that order off the chart and look at the 15-minute chart. 15-minute candle's about to close in 9 seconds, and oh, it don't look good. But long wick out the top. Silent says it's going to 500. Good. It could get there. About 10:30 market time. Hour in the session. ATR says it's around 31 or 32. Oh, now it's 20 something, 22. That ATR is all over the place this morning. Just some nasty chop to deal with. If anybody has any questions, just throw them in chat. If we got any new members today, let us know in chat. Whoosh. Break above that 380 up there. You can do it. Let's go. Got to get above that 15-minute 50. Come on now. Come on, right back down in the range box. Or the chop box. Really? Push. Where's the push? Come on, you can do it. Push. Get on up there. The fight. The struggle. Move my stop in so that I can take some risk off if I get back to that area. Come on, push. You can get it. Just a little push. Push. Get to that pre-market high. Got me down to where I only got one left. Okay. Locking in the little green base hits here and there. Try to stack them up. Struggling though at this price level. Now I'm gonna go have a look at some of the higher time frame charts again. Got about 5 minutes before the current 15-minute candle closes. We can close above this yellow line. 380, 382. It would be looking a lot better. Come on, push. Excuse me. Excuse me. had no, not right now. I mean, probably to find a good A plus setup, we'd have to have some kind of decent drawdown into a good zone, or to get overextended to the upside into a zone where there's high confluence of a rejection. Right now we have some imbalance on the chart between like 252 and 269, 270 plus the 5-minute 50 EMA is inside that imbalance. So, that might be a decent area for a bounce. If say they drain this down and the momentum was on the downside, oversold, by the time it got there, then it might be decent play there for a long maybe. Just because though it's Friday, I wouldn't be sure, just because that's there don't mean it's worth taking the trade. It's really how it gets there and what it looks like when it gets there. All we need is 10 more likes. We need 10 more likes on the stream to get the mindset book giveaway. It's 10:45 market time. Is everybody green on the day so far? And if you're looking at some particular levels, what levels are you looking at for maybe entries? Long or short? Silence thinking 255 long maybe. Yep, that's down there in the same zone I'm looking at. I know T was looking at 252, he said. Or 254. 254. Really just depends on what it looks like, when it gets there. If it gets there. Okay, nice silent. Look at this. Or retest. Are they going to really do that and bounce it there? Ah, come on down some more. You can do it. You say on the 5-minute chart. Let me go look. Ah, yep, I see. Melinda says she took a trend line break, then the bounce at 88. Wow. Good job, Melinda. It's a nasty looking flag they're building on the 5-minute chart. It's a really undecided type flag too. So nasty 5-minute candles in it. Rich says the 1-minute imbalance, 250 to 265, coinciding with the 200 EMA. That's about down here where we're at. Yeah, 250, 265, all right there. Yeah, and so the 200 is okay. Well, that means the 200 is the 5-minute is, and maybe they come down there and test it and see if we can get a ride up. Silent. What time frame are you looking at on that for point of control? Never mind. You're looking at the 5-minute probably. Yeah, mine's I see 170 on mine, but liquidity sweep earlier lines up with the top of that zone too. Oh, here we go. Getting down in the zone. See how they react here. Nice little push out of there. Yep. Yep. And yeah, and closed on the top side of it. So yeah, that's good. The thing I don't like is that I wish that the 5-minute candle closed already, like it did that on the 5-minute and pushed back above it and closed, because then I would think about it. But we got 3.5 minutes on the 5-minute candle to close. So nice job, T. Locking in almost 650 in the funded today. Great day. Great day for T. First day on the funded. Melinda caught the short. Good job, Melinda. See, they could sweep the 50 on the 5-minute here, because they still got 2.5 minutes on the 5-minute candle. I want to see it print really before I were to make a decision on whether we should enter around this area. Ideally, what we want to see is for them to print, get to the 5-minute candle. So this is got like 2 more candles to put in, but it print and close green up outside of the zone. Getting a nice little push here. if they were to push this and close it above the S2 pivot, then got a little over a minute left on the 5 minute. This might be a go here. Ooh. I don't know. This is exactly why I want to wait for a 5 minute and see what it looks like. Said rejected on ES. 1 minute 50 EMA lining up perfectly with the order. Yeah, I see that. Yep. This is this will be the close of the 5 minute candle on this one here. Looks pretty good. If preferably, I'd like to see them push this and close up above that S2 pivot on this candle. If they do that, I'm going to take the long. Push. Push. Come on, push. Man. Probably, it won't be long, Melinda, and I'm probably going to package up all my lines and put them on Gumroad for the ones I use on NinjaTrader, the orb high, low, and the pre-market that are automatically mapped, and all the EMAs. I just hadn't gotten around to it. Come on, get that push. T said low resistance liquidity run. Come on. Y'all can push up there and grab M3. Things got room to expand. Like, I don't even know what's going on. Let's go. Guess you gotta give it a little time to breathe. Is that what it is? Yep. Closed out manually. That's not gonna work for me. I was hoping we'd get a better push than that. We closed that 5 minute above at S2. It could still go up, but it could also go down. Price action still pretty nasty. Rich said head and shoulders fine. I guess it depends on what you're looking at. If you're looking at this mess, or you asking if this is the left shoulder of the beginning of a head and shoulder. Morning Prime. Silent said it was having a bit of a hard time. 5-minute fair value gap or imbalance zone. I don't use that term. We call, and those are imbalance zones here. Silent, no, you're fine. You can use whatever term you want. I don't use it because there's a lot of people in the trading world that will argue about what that is and have, like different ways of doing it. And so, for the sake of argument with other traders, I call them imbalance zones. I don't have any time to be arguing with nobody about what it is, so. Nice little push. Yep, no problem. Oh, what's gonna be the next trade? It's just in this nasty chop. It's like, what do you do? What do you do? All right, Melinda, have a great weekend, and we'll see you hopefully next week when we get back at it. Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome. Ooh, nasty candle there. Nasty. Hmm. Yeah, if that's what you was talking about, Rich, as a head and shoulder, I mean, yeah, it's an ugly one, but that could be considered one on the 1 minute there. It's a big one. Now looking real good on the bullish side. Ooh, wait, what was that? 240, yeah. Don't look like a bad plan. We have this horizontal line on from something else we did days ago, and that crosses right over in that area. That line's at 244. So, yeah, sounds good. going on, Merlin? Yeah, I seen you posting the P&L this morning, Merlin. Prime says some guidance in number of contracts. If I go with one, my stop loss and TP was big. If I go with more than one, my stop loss and his rest. What are you trading, Prime? Are you trading micros or minis? Trading MNQ. So basically, you know, you got to just determine what your what risk you're willing to take. So, say a lot of people uh, talk about R and all that, and you do a 1-to-1. You got to win 50% of your trades in order to be profitable, and then you can do like the 5-to-1. But then when you do that, you can have a lower winning percentage rate as long as you're trading the same clean setups. You can have a lower win rate and still be in the green. It just depends on what you're setting your stop losses at and all that with one. Beautiful. Beautiful. Like let's say you was doing a one con with MNQ. What was you setting your stop loss and take profit at? Come on, push. Push. So at 25 and 50. With one. And what seems to be the biggest problem? I mean, is it are they not hitting often enough in your favor? Okay, I got you. Have you looked at any time, if you're keeping up with those trades, maybe journaling them or anything, or looking back over them? Have you noticed look to see whether or not, if you started widening your uh, stop loss to be a 1-to-1, risk 100 to make 100, if they would have hit in the profit more often? A lot of times that's really why you got to look back at your trades and try to keep track of them. If you're seeing some kind of pattern and see am I staying too tight? Do I need to loosen it up just a little bit, or um, maybe it's about where you enter the trade. Are you getting a great entry? There can be a lot of factors in it. Looking pretty bearish still, me. Kind of surprising that the ATR is still as high as it is this time of day. It's 11:15 market time. About 380 is what we needed to get over, and once they marched it up there, it's been looking pretty rough ever since. Yeah. Push. Get back to 380. What y'all doing? Come on, let's get that push. Push. Come on, bust through it. Come on, let's go. You can do it. Push it back to 380. Push. I believe in you. Push it. Show us you can push it to 380. You can do it. Nice. Keep pushing. You gotta squeeze it. Push. Beautiful. Push. Yep. Come on, 380. Nice job, Silent. Working the way out of that drawdown. Going green, nothing better, no better feeling than that on a Friday. Come on, let's push. Probably another rejection area. Go figure. Go figure. I'll just sit out for now. I don't need to be jumping back into anything just yet. Excuse me. I'm gonna just read off the introduction to the Trader Mindset book that will be in the giveaway if we get to 25 likes on the stream. Trading looks simple on the surface. Green means up, red means down, buy low, sell high. But every trader figures out the truth the hard way. The chart isn't your enemy, your own mind is. You don't blow accounts because you can't read a candle. You blow accounts because you jump in too early. You can't sit on your hands. You freeze when it finally gives you the setup. You move your stop because you believe. You revenge trade after one bad loss. You trade to make the day back. You size up when you shouldn't. You panic out of winners. You can't accept being wrong. These aren't chart problems. These aren't indicator problems. And these aren't system problems. These are you versus you problems. And that's why this book exists. When you really look at it, trading is the only job in the world where no one is stopping you. No one is supervising you. No one's checking your work. No one is disciplining you. No one is protecting you. And no one is telling you to stop. You're done for the day. You are your own boss. You are your own employee. And you are also your own worst saboteur. Most people can follow a trading system for about 5 minutes until their emotions get involved. And this book is going to change that. That's just part of the introduction. It's a lot longer than that, but kind of gives a sense of what it's about and for. Man, looks like I should have left my order on the screen down there I took off. Oh well. Really need to get push higher if we're going to make this look good for the bull side. ATR still around 20, looks like between 25 and 28 back and forth. A lot of wicks out there today, a lot of them. What's going on, Swine? If anybody looking to get a eval, Bullinox has extended their sale to 89% off still till the 19th of this month. Just use code FTE. Sounds good, Swing. Man, they keep messing around with this back and forth, making it look like there's momentum coming in, and then there's really, it's not. It's just, it rejects. Still trying to get the push to 380. They really need to get up there and take it out on the 15-minute chart. If they can get it above 380 and close on 15-minute candle, would be thinking probably target about 450 area probably, if they can hold it up there. Yeah, it's a good place to be up there around structure. Looks good. 410. Go break structure in that area. Always take some off based on structure. Push. Push. You can do it. Come on, let's get that push. Wow, look at that. Nasty. Don't know if they're going to be able to get the 380 or not. Not looking good on the bull side. Sellers are beating them at every level, it seems like. Ooh, look at that. Playing way too many games. Way too many games. We got about 7.5 minutes or so on the 15-minute candle they're putting in right now, though. I mean, if that 15-minute candle can get up here and close in that area, that would help things on the bull side a little bit. I wouldn't say that, you know, it was out of the woods for the bulls, because then they still got to break, 410, 450 something, 58, no, 446, 470. I mean, they had such a down move. They're going to find some sellers stepping in on them on probably about every level. We have anybody new here today? Let us know in chat. You just found the community today. We need about 9 more likes on the stream for the giveaway of the mindset book. We manipulation. What are they doing? ATR's around 30, 31. Gotta be safe. What do y'all think? Pretty nasty price action today. Is anybody in a trade right now? Trying to long or short something? Silent got stopped out. Merlin's waiting. Swang got out of a short. Yeah, it's almost like we need something more to the downside possibly for a long or a, but then we got to be careful that if they do start drawing it down, that they're not trying to take it down further, you know? Yeah, Rich, yeah, there has been worse over the last couple weeks than today. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Rich. Nice. Merlin said he banked, ain't giving it back to the market. Thinking 220. I'm looking you looking to long if they can get to 220 silent, or looking to short down to nice, still good. 4 evals each over 130. Locking in them base hits, I like it. Yeah, definitely. Been tricky for sure today, especially with all the wicks and the high ATR, especially this late in the day. It's about 11:45 market time. What a day. Excuse me, everyone. Man. They're gonna try to protect down here at the 50 on the 5. Still got some room on the momentum expand to the downside. We'll put up a little risk here and see if they try to tap this up bottom that they've been put in back here. We broke through this horizontal line and tested it there pretty close, and we tested it here. You know, see if we can test it a third time. We're getting to be pretty exhausted on the momentum on the 1 and 2 minute, so maybe they try to test it for a bounce. They said, no, I think we're going to leave you at the train station. And the other way. Maybe they're going to say, no, we'll come pick you up. Come on down there and pick me up. get that bounce. Let's get that bounce. Come on. Push it back up. Run it back. Come on, run it back. Come on, y'all can run it back. Downsize my position in case I take this down some more. I can stay in it. I'll let it go against me and dollar cost average in on structure if it looks like it's gonna bounce somewhere. Come on, let's go. Just need 7 more likes on the stream for the giveaway of the mindset book. All right, Merlin, have a great rest of your day and weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday. Appreciate you showing up and showing out with us on the daily. Excuse me. My goodness. I'm out of nowhere. Yeah, DG. If everything is available, appreciate the kind words, Merlin. Everything can be found on gumroad.com. If you're part of Discord, you can go to the announcements channel in Discord, and there's a link in there. Is what that'll take you to everything, to find anything and everything, whether it be books, indicators, the trading course, everything. Yep, did get down there, pushed right out of that area. 210. I was hoping for a little more there. I was hoping they would try to come down and test 200, sweep 200 maybe. But that's fine. No, thank you, DG. Yeah, it's a possibility, Rich. I'm willing to hold what I got down in here. That's why I took some off and only held 2. I'll get me some more down in this area if it comes down here. Unless it don't look like it wants to do anything when it gets there, then I'll just cut the trade for loss. And well, I missed it going in the green last time. If we get back up in here by that 50 on the 5-minute, I'm gonna put some stops in. And then I will just enter down here if it turns around. Come on, push. Nice. Nice little base hit there. Let it ride and see what happens. Push. Come on. Can you do it? Push. 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 Hopped out of that one. Sorry I was so quiet. Probably seen there was some lag and everything else. Stream disconnected and reconnected, and then the time was off pretty bad, but it looks like it's trying to buffer itself up. Nasty little rejection there out of that S2 pivot. Clean the old chart up a little bit here. Nice. Good job, Rich. Putting in the reps though. Price action, just still, I don't like none of it. ATR, can't even believe the ATR. It's like 12 o'clock market time, and ATR is still over 20. I don't even think it's went under 20 today. If it did, it wasn't for very long. Yeah, high confluence, having all them confluences come together, fibs, pivots, especially together. Yep, no problem, Rich. Have a great rest of your day and a great weekend. All the higher time frame charts just look like such a mess. Such a mess. So that's several hours of nasty chop looking trading right here. Ever since we made that first run up here, back around this leg, I mean, scalping opportunities and some decent little trades in there, but dangerous nonetheless. Almost feels like they're doing some kind of balancing ordeal. Is everybody pretty much green on the day today? Sitting on the sidelines right now, or is anybody scalping, locking in base hits or anything? Got a mixed bag swing. Well, the ATR is finally below 20. About 16. That's all we needed, was for them to slow it down and keep doing the same chop. Putting in a little head and shoulders here on the 1 minute. Boring. So boring. Don't be trading out of boredom. That's an account killer as well. They need to, make a pullback move, a decent pullback move to the downside, or get above all this chop and grind higher. Do something besides trade sideways. I hope it does, Silent. I hope it does. I hope it does something besides put us to sleep. Close your eyes for 1 second. They want to put a green candle in for once. Awfully slow day today. Quiet too. Not many people in the chat. Maybe sooner or later we'll get above 380. We're going to get some rejection up here at the 15-minute 50. I don't know what is going on with the stream. Trying to figure it out. Trying to figure it out. If you guys can still hear me, let me know in chat. Hello, hello. Seems like the stream is back up, but now NinjaTrader ain't doing anything. Hmm. Might take a minute. I had to disconnect and reconnect NinjaTrader. And I have, so it's got to calculate so much. It takes a couple minutes sometimes for it to pull up. Having some connection issues there between the stream and YouTube. Hopefully it's fixed once NinjaTrader comes back up. I have no idea what is going on here. Oh. Well, T, if you can hear us, things have been pretty good until just now. Stream keeps trying to disconnect. Now the stream seems fine, but now my NinjaTrader won't work. So I don't know what is going on. I'm going to try to pull this over here for now. And then I gotta try to get NinjaTrader back up. I appreciate it, Swang. Yeah, I mean, the problem is now that the stream seems to be working, there's other things that are froze up. Hmm. Well, luckily, I guess there ain't much going on the chart right now. ATR is still low, lower than it has been. Trying to get this rebooted on my end. All right. Maybe, just maybe. See if I get lucky here and can get NinjaTrader right. So I got it to reboot. Now I just need it to finish calculating data so that it'll move. Craziness. Crazy. Was anybody else having problems with their NinjaTrader? If you're on NinjaTrader? Craziness. Come on, NinjaTrader. Well, that's a first for me, for my NinjaTrader to freeze up like this in the middle of a stream. Well, and now the stream's acting like it wants to disconnect again. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to call it a day on the stream. I can't, everything's locked up. Stream keeps trying to go in and out, and I can't get NinjaTrader to operate. And since it's close to lunchtime on a Friday, I'm just gonna call it a day because I don't know how long it might take me to deal with all this. And I will see everybody back on Monday, first thing.